Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make this pipe cleaner sunflower. You're going to need 6 golden colored pipe cleaners, or you could also do yellow, but I'm going to do golden today. 1 green pipe cleaner for the back here. 1 brown pipe cleaner for the centerpiece. Some floral tape. Some hot glue sticks. A hot glue gun, a pair of scissors, and a floral stem. So first, to make the petals, you're going to take your 6 pipe cleaners and line them all up. And then we're going to fold that in half as best as you can. You can also do it one by one, but it doesn't have to be perfect. You just want to fold them all in half, and then you're going to take your scissors and cut them all in half. Just like that. So now you're going to have 12 halves of a pipe cleaner. And I'm going to teach you how to make the petals. So you're going to take one of those halves and fold it a half once again. And then we're going to put your finger in the center of one of the sides and bend it gently so that the tip meets the middle part. You're going to hold it here and you're going to twist the petal once so that it folds over in that section. And it's gonna stay when you do that. And now we're gonna do the same for the other side. So you're going to bend it at the center. So there's a little curve here, and you want the tip to be where the corner is, and then you're gonna flip it over so that it stays there. And you're going to pinch it with your left hand so that all of it is nice and tight together. And then you're going to have this sort of heart shape like this. Then you're going to gently close the gap with your finger. You don't want to pinch it too much. You just want it enough so that the gap is closed. And you're going to do that on both sides. It's important that you use good quality pipe cleaners for this, because if they're not fluffy enough, your petals are going to be very small and it's not really going to fill in the gap, and you'll need more petals to fill up the flower. And then we're just going to continue this 12 times with the rest of the pipe cleaners. Many of you are looking for higher quality pipe cleaners. I do sell the exact ones that I use on my website, which I will link in the bio, or you can search up fuzzyflowergarden.ca. I also sell all the floral tape, the stems, anything you need to make these crafts. These sunflowers are a really nice beginner-friendly flower because you can also change the colors to make daisies instead. So you could do the center in a yellow color, and then you can do the petals in white or pink or any other color you want, and also make daisies with them. The pipe cleaners are all from the same bundle. You might notice that some might be a little bit more fluffy and full than other ones. This left one is a little bit more thin and this one's a bit more full. So I like to separate them. So I will do my row of all the fullest pipe cleaners at the top of the flower so that they will be in the front face of the flower. I'll put all the nicer ones first, and then I'll put some of the not so nice looking ones in the back, if anything, because you won't really be able to see it. And that's how I make sure that my sunflower looks as nice as possible. So I'll just make sure everything's all how I want it to be. We have 2 rows of 6. And next we're going to make the center part of the sunflower. I'm going to take 1 brown pipe cleaner. We're going to make a little curve here and bend it, and you're just going to take your hand and keep on twisting it, and you want to twist it really tightly. And the way pipe cleaners work, the way you bend it and twist it, it kind of just stays, which is nice. But you're just going to keep unrolling it into a nice circle shape. You're going to roll it around and around, just like this, all the way to the end, basically. You're going to leave a little centimeter tail at the end, but if you want your circle to be bigger, you can do it a little bit looser. I sort of like my circle about an inch in diameter. And then for me, I'm going to flip it, and I'm just going to bend this tail piece in like this so that we can glue it and hold everything together using that extra piece. So you're just going to bend it, and you're going to take your hot glue gun and just do a little line on the back, and then you're just going to place that little tail on the spot that had the hot glue. And then you can make sure it's nice and circular if the shape changed at all. And I just like to press everything together gently while the hot glue cools. So now that we have the center of our sunflower, we're going to add the petals onto it. So the nice side is the front, and the side that you glued is going to be the back side. I like to hold it by the very edge so that I can put lots of glue on it. And then I'm going to put a good amount of glue on the back. I like to do as much as I can, besides the part where I'm holding, of course. I'm going to take from the row of the nicer pipe cleaners I have, and I'm going to place those on first so that they're the ones that are showing. So how I like to place them is I will place them on the opposite sides of each other to try and make sure that everything is nice and even. And then I will do those two opposite sides first, and then I will fill in the right side. And this is just so that everything is going to be nicely spaced out. And be careful because the glue will take a little bit of time to cool. I just flipped it over so I'm holding it. On one of the sides with the petals, and then I'm going to place those last two. So you're going to place your whole row of 6 first. And then you want to gently press it down and adjust where everything is. And the glue is still cooling, so you can kind of move it around a bit. And you want to make sure to flip it over and look from the other side to make sure that everything is placed how you want it. You want to have even gaps between all of the petals and make sure that they're sort of in line with each other and sticking out a same amount from each other. When you're happy with how that looks, you can go ahead and do the second row. So for the second row, we're going to put, now that I can hold the petals, I'm going to put glue all over the center, just where the brown part is on the other side, like this. And then you're going to place the second row of petals so that they're in between each of those gaps and filling them in. And on this side, I don't need to go across from each other. I can just go around in a circle because I can see exactly where they need to go to fill in all of those little spaces. Okay. And just like before, you want to press it down while it's cooling and make sure everything is nice and secure. You do want to be careful when working with hot glue because you can very easily burn yourself. And here's how it looks from the other side. Now, as it's cooling, we're just going to leave it there while it cools. And as you can see, there's nowhere on the back for us to place any stem. So we're going to make something to put on the back and add the stem. You're going to take your one green pipe cleaner and fold it in half like this. And then I like to use my finger as a measurement, but I like to go about 2 centimeters up from the end, and I will twist them like this 2 times so that we have one little part hanging off here. This is what we're going to make on the back. And then I'm going to do the same with the right side. I'm just going to bend it in the same amount like this. You want to make them even with each other, and then you're just going to twist it. And then same goes for this longer piece here. I'm just going to move this one down. You want to go about the same. You want to go about the same length and bend it in and twist it. And finally, for the last piece, you're just going to repeat that over again until you have 4 little pieces. And then with these last 2 parts that are hanging off, you're just going to put them up like this and twist them together to make the stem. Now you're going to have this sort of cross shape to glue onto the back of the sunflower. The hot glue is dry now, so we can shape the petals. So I'm just going to hold it like this, and I like to put the petals up like this towards the sky and flex them backwards like this. I will do 2 and then I'll do the one behind it. And you're just going to go all the way around the sunflower and curve the petals up and outwards a little bit. And you want to make sure you're doing both layers of petals, the ones in front and the ones behind. Just going to go all the way around. Okay, so now you can see it looks a lot better with all of the petals all curved like that. And then we're just going to glue that stem piece onto the back. Just like this, right in the center there. And it also covers up that rough little spot we had, which is nice. And then finally, whether you want to add it to a pot or a bouquet, you can see that just the pipe cleaner is a bit too flimsy because this is a top heavy flower. So we're just going to add a floral stem. You're going to put it alongside of the stem there, and then you're just going to take some floral tape and wrap it up just like this. The tape just sticks to itself, so you don't need any glue or anything like that for this part. You're going to wrap it till the pipe cleaner is all covered. Rip it off and tightly twist it on just like that. This is the final result for the pipe cleaner sunflower. Thank you guys for watching, and let me know what flower you'd like to see next on my channel. And remember, I sell the supplies to make these flowers, or I also sell these flowers already pre-made by me if you're interested. The link will be in my bio.